want to know how you think people and audiences are going to react to the themes of this movie, because it's pretty dark and it's something that a lot of people actually deal with daily.
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I think I wanted to be a part of it. And I think people will see themselves somewhere or everywhere within it. I think that's one of the beauties of the film is that it's everyone's story in America right now. No matter what side of the game or of the story you're on. I think people, and I think people will see themselves, and there'll be a sense of being offended and kind of sickened and outraged by, and ask questions like, how do we do this, and how do we repair the damage that the system that we're in has created, and how do we come back together somehow? I don't have any answers. I think people will be asking those questions.
Absolutely, made me ask those questions.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so Dennis in the movie is a single father. Do you think this film will resonate with a lot of single parents?
Definitely, yeah. I think it will resonate with anyone who with any family dynamic. Hopefully, yeah, and I think especially single parents, of course, have it in a very, luckily, what Dennis has his mother to help out and be the mother to his kid. So it's a kind of this weird, kind of strange mother-son kind of co-parenting dynamic. But yeah, no, what I hope is that it's an every family story, Yeah, I think so.
Speaking of his mother, she's very close with Dennis. She helps with his son. Do you have anybody in your life when you were growing up that was kind of a motherly figure to you or guidance for you?
I'm lucky. I got a great mother. A great father too, and a great brother. We all have our issues, but we're by no means perfect. But I was lucky enough to have some solid foundation of a family unit. But yeah, my mum was a lifesaver for me.
Now, Carver in the movie, he's a really tough boss on Dennis. Have you ever had a hard boss to deal with?
Yeah, of course. And I think in some ways that's a good thing. In some ways, because it makes you find out who you are and what you're capable of. But I think in this instance, it's kind of a sick dynamic, and it's kind of a toxic version of a tough boss. There's not much love or care there. There's not really all that much consideration or care for mentoring. It's more a relationship where where each person is being used, and I think that those relationships are always doomed.
Very toxic.
Yeah.
Dennis kind of learns things in the hard way in the end. He comes clean about everything he's been doing. Is there any lessons that you've had to learn the hard way in your life?
Oh yeah, plenty, yeah.
Like what?
I'm not going into it.
You're like, no, we don't need to talk about this.
But yeah, of course, I think every lesson that's worth learning is some kind of initiation, and some kind of has some deep pain involved,